Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, to no surprise, Gerrit Cole wins 2023 American League Cy Young Award. So congratulations to him. Again, it's something we kind of expected, pretty much anywhere from like the second half of the season on to the end there. Cole probably had this one cinched, but now it's official. He is the American League Cy Young Award winner. So we'll dive into all his numbers. Again, not much of a surprise when I break it down to you, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this podcast. So if you're listening right now, make sure you subscribe to get notified when new content goes up. And also go over to the YouTube channel, YouTube, Section 420 Talkin Yankees. Go there as well, subscribe. Just dropped the latest video on Wednesday the 15th. Kind of rehash some of the stuff regarding the Hal and Cashman pressers there. But of course, get into the new hitting coach, James Rosen, which didn't really do a breakdown here on that. So if you want to go catch it, go over there. And some other cool Yankee stuff, and as well as a trade proposal regarding Gleyber Torres and Verdugo, my breakdown of that. So go over there, check that out, subscribe. So getting here back with Gerrit Cole. Again, we kind of knew this was coming. So he finally gets off the Cy Young schneid, so to speak. Sort of like Patrick Ewing never got a ring, and Dan Marino never got a Super Bowl. And, you don't want to be a great pitcher and never win the Cy Young Award. So it's good that Cole finally got off the schneid here. Now, he did come in second place back in 2021. If you may recall, that was the season where he kind of was dealing with the bad hamstring towards the second half there, so had to be shut down a little bit. And again, didn't really have a good second half. And of course, in that one-game playoff game in Fenway, wasn't effective at all. Had to be yanked after 3 innings here. So kind of put that all behind him. Had a little bit of a bumpy 2022. You may recall that, obviously, they banned the use of the spider tack and stuff like that. And there was, definitely a stretch during the season where Cole was struggling. I mean, the spin rate wasn't there. He was getting clocked all over the place. And people were kind of, oh my God, we're paying this guy almost $30 million a year, and he's going to be around for another 7-8 years like this. But whatever happened, I guess he just turned it around, and the season just was absolutely fabulous. And again, since the midpoint of the season, All-Star game till almost the end, it was pretty much going to be a shoo-in for the American League Cy Young Award. So now it's all final, and I'll just go through some of the numbers here. So he led the American League in ERA with 2.63, and that was actually second in the entire majors. He was third in the majors with 209 strikeouts in 222 innings. That was third in the American League, fifth in baseball. Had the best whip in all of baseball, 0.98. Also led the majors with 2 shutouts there. So he just put all those numbers together, and he was the unanimous winner for the American League Cy Young. Over there in the NL, if you have any interest, Blake Snell gets it there for the National League. And now the interesting thing to me with Cole is that, of course, after the 2024 season, he does have an opt-out. So if he feels that, hey, look at these numbers I'm putting up, and maybe I could get even more money that I'm worth on the marketplace, it would make sense for him to opt out and try to get a bigger deal. Now, it has happened before with the Yankees. Remember CC Sabathia? He opted out of his original deal, but the Yankees came to terms with them, and they signed him, and he was a Yankee for the rest of his career. So even if Cole does opt out, I don't think it's goodbye for him. He's just looking for himself to get a pay raise. Will he do it? Will he not do it? We'll see. But I would say more likely he does do it, especially if he has another great season in 24. And of course, A-Rod did it as well with the Yankees. 2007, he opted out of his deal. Now, Cashman was willing to let him walk, but it looks like the ownership wanted A-Rod back. So again, they did a new contract for him, and he was a Yankee from 2008 to the rest of his career, even though the Yankees surely regret making that decision because the last 4 or 5 years of that contract weren't exactly great at all. But want to make sure that you're not wasting his good years here. I mean, he still has a couple of good prime years left in him. So you just hope the Yankees get their act together, work on this rotation, hope Rendon could finally, be the pitcher that they're paying him to be, and the Yankees could use his skills so he's winning championships, not just personal accolades. You don't want to be a situation like if you want to just use a football simile with Eli Manning, with how the New York Giants wasted so many years of some of his best years that had left in them because they didn't have an offensive line, and this is basically the Giants were terrible for so many years. It was pretty much the second half of his career that it was awful, and you kind of forget that he won 2 Super Bowls, a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, but the rest of his career is kind of terrible because he had no offensive line. So you don't want Cole to be pitching like this, but to no avail because the team's terrible. So they're gonna have to work on the starting rotation. Again, maybe Yamamoto comes in here, Rendon, Nestor Cortez comes back healthy, and then Cole, and again as your 5th starter, then maybe it's Schmidt still. Or maybe they promote Michael King, and maybe Michael King turns himself into a good starter there, and the Yankees go in the playoffs, make a deep run, and hopefully finally get a championship. So that's the episode. Really not much to dive into. I mean, I was pretty much knew this was coming for Gerrit Cole, so congratulations to him. And we move on to 2024, where hopefully he has another successful campaign. Maybe opts out, but if that's the case, I still think the Yankees will do whatever they can to still make sure he's a Yankee for the rest of his career. And I think deep down that's what he likes. He likes it here. He's the ace. him and his wife seem like, I guess, they have the house in there in New Jersey, and they take pictures, they release pictures with the kids and everything. I just think they like it here, and I don't think he's looking to move whatsoever there. So I would expect Cole to pretty much be a Yankee for the remainder of his career. So we'll catch you next time.